What is going on, guys? What is going on, guys? This is the Spotlight Sports Talk Podcast. I am your host, Darion, giving you the WWE Super Showdown predictions that's going down on October 6th on the WWE Network. It's going to be a crazy, epic event. It is going down in Australia, and I'm here to give y'all my predictions of who the winner and who the losers are. So definitely subscribe to that channel, like and comment with your opinions, and hit that alert bell to get all types of alerts and breaking news in the sports, major sports, entertainment, and everywhere. But listen, y'all, let's just get straight into it, because this is going to be an epic event, a real epic event for me. Super Showdown is going to be in Australia. It's going to be in a different atmosphere. It starts at 4 a.m. in the United States, but it actually starts at 6 p.m. over in the UK. So it's going to be in not your typical stadium. It's more, we used to be in a more of a square stadium, but we're not going to be in a square stadium. We're going to be in a more circle stadium. So I know this interest is going to be very long to get down to the ring. But let's definitely get into these predictions here. Let's go with the Cruiserweight Championship with Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy. In his hometown of Melbourne, Murphy will get his second crack at Alexander for the Cruiserweight title. This may be the best opportunity to remove the championship from Alexander while creating a memorable moment for Murphy with the win in the process, being in his hometown. And I like that. Cedric Alexander is a good Cruiserweight champion, but as far as us not seeing Neville and others, Buddy Murphy, this is the greatest opportunity for you, buddy. That's all I have to say. It's the greatest opportunity for you, but I do like Buddy Murphy to get it, knowing the fact that it is in his hometown. So I do like Buddy Murphy over Cedric Alexander, and you got your new Cruiserweight champion. Now, let's go straight into, a women's tag team match. We have Asuka and Naomi versus the IIconics. Knowing the Icons are from Australia, this is another tag team that's been around for a long time with each other. With Asuka and Naomi, we don't really know too much about them as a tag team, but the parent of Asuka and Naomi happened out of nowhere. Honestly, it came out of nowhere, but the entire it's just a weird match to me. But their feud with the IIconics just began on SmackDown, and it should develop more as we move forward to Australia. But me personally, I do like Asuka and Naomi in this matchup, but at the same time, the IIconics are definitely at home, and they got the home field advantage. But I won't be shocked if they beat Naomi and Asuka, but I'm still going to go with just the talent ability alone. I just feel like Asuka and Naomi are better, so I'm going with Asuka and Naomi to win this match. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship, we have the New Day versus Kevin Owens and Elias. This has been absolutely no storyline to build for this match whatsoever. Me personally, we have not seen. Actually, it's the New Day versus the Bar. I'm sorry, it's the New Day versus the Bar. Sorry, but despite winning either tag team championships, no number one contender tournaments, the Bar was given a match in Hell in a Cell after New Day beat Rusev Day on the kickoff show. So, me personally, this is a little New Day in the Bar definitely have some history going back, being on Raw, now being on SmackDown. They have a lot of history backed up from them being tag team champions and battling it out. But I do like the New Day to retain. I really do like the Bar and how far they came as a tag team, but the Bar is just not, it's not exciting to me. It's not exciting to me, so I definitely don't really, I mean, I remember Sheamus in I remember them as single wrestlers, but me personally, I like the New Day over the Bar in this matchup. And we got John Cena and Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens and Elias. I don't really care for this match. I think they just wanted to put people on this card. Honestly, I don't really care for it. John Cena is a part-time wrestler, and there has been no absolute storyline for this match. We have not seen Cena on television in months. It always started something with Bobby Lashley, but others have not fractured as of yet. So with that being said, I really don't care for this matchup whatsoever. But I do, as far as physical specimen and wrestling talent, I like Bobby Lashley and John Cena as a team over Kevin Owens and Elias. So I'm taking John Cena and Bobby Lashley over this. So the next match that we do have on our hands here is the SmackDown Women's Championship. We got Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. What a feud that is going on between these two. Now since Becky Lynch turned heel, she's champion, she's dominant, she's just beating up Charlotte Flair everywhere. Charlotte Flair finally got her redemption with her on SmackDown this past week, but this match was announced before the Hell in a Cell, but the roles has reversed with Flair entering the show as the champion. Whether WWE still want to go with this match on the card for Evolutions, which a few weeks will remain to be seen. So we just don't know if Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair is going to go into Evolution, which is this month as well on the WWE Network. We just don't know who's going to go in as champion, but I do like Becky Lynch to retain over Charlotte Flair. I do like her run that she has, especially when she turned heel. When she turned heel, she's not Mr. Nice Girl anymore, and I feel like with Becky Lynch, she can actually show why she deserves to be SmackDown Women's Champion. So I'm taking Becky Lynch over Charlotte Flair in this matchup. Next matchup that we have on our list here is Daniel Bryan versus The Miz for number one contendership. This is going to be interesting. This goes back so far when The Miz used to train Daniel Bryan. And this history finally came back knowing that Daniel Bryan was able to come back and wrestle again. So it also was announced prior to Hell in a Cell that Bryan and Miz will battle for the number one contendership for AJ Styles WWE Championship. It will be the third formal match in their feud, which expected to extend perhaps to WrestleMania 35. We just don't know what we're going to get from this match. I really do like Daniel Bryan in this match after the way he lost at Hell in a Cell to The Miz. I do like Daniel Bryan over The Miz, but at the same time, The Miz deserves another WWE Championship opportunity. He does deserve another WWE Championship on his resume. I feel like when he was the champion so long ago, he was a better champion than a lot of these champions that we had since he's been champion. And I'm just being honest. He know how to talk on a mic. He knows how to do everything. But at the same time, Daniel Bryan is a fighting champion. He don't do too much talking. But I am going with The Miz here. I do like The Miz better as a personality for him to go up against AJ Styles instead of Daniel Bryan. But at the same time, Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, they styles clash. They very high flying. They very fast paced. So with me, I do like The Miz. And I want The Miz to win, but I did say I'm going to go with The Miz, but I got to go with Daniel Bryan here. I just think just for AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan to have it go down, I definitely got to take them into consideration for that match. So I am taking Daniel Bryan. I had to change my predictions real quick on that one. So bear with me here. This is my first time actually doing WWE predictions. Next match that we have on our hands, we have Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins versus the Riot Squad. Another multi-person match for the show without a build-up at this time. Though that it should change in the near future, but Nikki Bella has been picking wins over the Riot Squad, but Rousey has been busy with Alexa Bliss, which is actually true. Me personally, I feel like Nikki Bella might turn on Ronda Rousey, and it might be a Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella on the actual Evolution all women's pay-per-view. Just don't know what's going to happen here. The Bella Twins has been by Ronda Rousey's side since she came into the WWE. So with me personally, I do like this team as well. And the Riot Squad been in there since they were part of NXT, and they've been kind of, clicking and being on all cylinders coming into this match. But I do like Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins. After Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins win, I think Nikki Bella's going to turn on Ronda Rousey or turn on her sister again. We just don't know what we're going to get from them, but I do like Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins to win this match over the Riot Squad. So, we got the WWE Championship. Here we go. This is what I want to get into here. WWE Championship on SmackDown. You got the champion, AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe in a no disqualification match. This match was booked before Styles and Joe clashed at Hell in a Cell. Styles retained their controversial fashion that SmackDown General Manager Paige accepted Joe demanded a rematch with this stipulation. This goes back to TNA. They always had a feud when they were in the same company with TNA or in China or in Japan or just in the WWE. They always had their feud. And that's what makes this championship so personal and so great to watch, because just the build-up of this championship match, no disqualification. I want to go with AJ Styles, but AJ Styles has been getting away with a lot of wins, especially with his no disqualification. And I do like Samoa Joe. He's big, but he's fast, he's quick, he can still be high flying, he can go toe to toe with AJ Styles' pace. So I do like AJ Styles to win this match, but I think Samoa Joe is going to win the war. AJ Styles is going to win the battle, but this war is far from over. It is going to lead over to Crown Jewel, and it's going to lead over to Survivor Series, and we might not see it at WrestleMania, but Samoa Joe might be the champion by the time those pay-per-views might pop up. So, I do have AJ Styles winning, but I think Samoa Joe is definitely going to take it in another pay-per-view. I probably don't think it would. If you take it at the Super Showdown, I would like that as well. But I like AJ Styles. I'm a big fan of AJ Styles, so I'm taking AJ Styles over Samoa Joe and to retain the WWE Championship. Then we got the Shield, which is Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler and Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. This feud has been really, really weird for me. Braun Strowman teaming up with Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. I really kind of like it, but at the same time, the Braun Strowman been having beef with the Shield for a long time. Since he's been having that beef with Roman Reigns, majority of the time trying to get that Universal Championship away from Roman Reigns. So I kind of understand why he teamed up with them, but this angle was set up 6 weeks ago, early following the match on Raw, in which Strowman turned heel on Reigns following the no contest finish at Hell in a Cell between the two, and this is now a full speed ahead. And I have to agree with that. I have to agree that it is full speed ahead, because Drew McIntyre making a name for himself since he came back to the WWE, and Dolph Ziggler is turning himself around, making himself more of a heel than being a Mr. Nice Guy. And Braun Strowman was never a Mr. Nice Guy, but the fans just love him. So me personally, I like this match, but I'm going to go with Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre, just the reason of I think Dean Ambrose do not want to be part of the Shield anymore. It's been rumored that he's supposed to turn on them. Just don't know when. Me personally, I like Dean Ambrose as a singles wrestler than I liked him with the Shield. I do like Seth Rollins as a single wrestler than he was with the Shield. Roman Reigns need the Shield. That's just me. I'm not really a big Roman Reigns fan, but Roman Reigns need the Shield. And the only reason why I say that, because it took Roman Reigns a while to actually be Universal Champion, to actually have a reign for Roman Reigns. You know, I had to just switch that up real quick. But it is what it is. But I do like Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre here, just because what's going on with the Shield. And we just don't know what's going to happen with Dean Ambrose. So I'm going with Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre to get the win at Super Showdown. So let me get my water for y'all, because I got to talk. Because this is my era I'm about to talk about. This is my era right here. My era of wrestling. Triple H versus The Undertaker. This is a match that's I always love to see. Knowing Triple H lost to The Undertaker 3 times at WrestleMania, I think this is the time Triple H gets it. I love The Undertaker. Undertaker is one of the all-time greats. But these two buried the hatchet back at WrestleMania 28 with Michaels as the special guest referee. They are redoing the match now, and we back in Australia, as they say. Through it as it unknown whether Michaels will have a role, but this has been heavily promoted for a match for Super Showdown. So one wonders whether if they wind up being in the main event spot. Me personally, they should be in the main event spot. Reason why of that, because he's one of the all-time greats. What other match you could have put before this match, especially if this match lives up to the hype? The only one I can say that this match might just live up to the hype is the WWE Championship. That's the only one I think that can live up to the hype. That's just my personal opinion. But Undertaker, we have not seen you in a while, and when we see you in matches, especially if it's a long period of time, you can't last. I love the Undertaker. He's a great. I grew up watching him, but the older you got, the less stamina you got. And Triple H is a gym rat if he's not at the WWE. He's a gym rat. He stays in shape. He stays in the weight room. I don't say you are Undertaker, but I like Triple H in this match over the Undertaker. Everybody's not giving Triple H a chance because it's the Phenom. I think Triple H gets over the hump and beat the Undertaker, knowing the fact that Kane is on Undertaker's side and Shawn Michaels is on Triple H's side. This is a setup to be a tag team match at a WrestleMania or Survivor Series or even at a Crown Jewel. You just don't know what you're going to get from this here. I mean, hopefully it could be a DX versus a Brothers of Destruction. That would be awesome, knowing the old wrestlers, the old fans like myself back in the Attitude Era in the early 2000s, where this will be even better. But right now, I like this matchup, and I'm going with Triple H over the Undertaker, and that's just how I feel about that. But these are my WWE Super Showdown predictions for 2018 in Melbourne, Australia, which will start at 4 a.m. on the United States side and 6 p.m. over in the UK. So please go to the WWE Network and please subscribe to that if you want to watch this. But let me know what you think about my predictions for the Super Showdown going down October 6th. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. I'm Darion of the Spotlight Sports Talk Podcast, and we see y'all in the next video. See ya.